It's not often that a game comes about that opens up a genre to a whole new set of eyes. As these walking meat chunks, we tend to stick to what we know. But then there's the opening of the gate. We try something we never cared about, let alone played. It's rare that a game does this, yet here we are, with two of them in recent years, from the same broad genre, just representing different styles. On paper, Baldur's Gate 3 shouldn't have been the success it was. The idea of a CRPG hitting such mass appeal without sacrificing the depth of the mechanics that the genre offers is still pretty insane. Define expectations, assumptions, and demographics, Baldur's Gate 3 is many different things to many different people. From the high production, the quality of performances, and cast of characters, and of course, the mechanics, there's plenty of reasons why people flock to this game. And only these reasons. Nothing else. Not at all. Nothing even slightly saucy.
Shake it, baby.
For some, it was the third entry in a legendary series. For others, it was a whole new world. With the gate held ajar, people whose ideas of RPGs were set to modern-styled action games with RPG elements were suddenly exposed to the true depth of the RPG genre, as in actual RPGs. A rich history of classic CRPGs and a live tapestry of contemporary greats, all now in consideration after enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. Even if someone goes and plays Baldur's Gate 1, for example, through curiosity, only to end up hating it, it's still a positive that they went back and played the original. The fact that Baldur's Gate 3's success has pushed people to play games they'd normally reject is a big deal for RPGs. And only a few years later, another game would do the exact same thing, just for a different style of RPG. CRPGs, TRPGs, ARPGs, European RPGs, Western RPGs, incoming RPG, and of course, JRPGs. While computer users feasted on CRPGs, consoles were mostly dominated by the style hailing from Japan, coming in various flavours. These games shaped a generation of people, embedding the turn-based format deeply into their hearts and minds. But change is the only constant in life. As technology progressed, hardware became more powerful, trends changed, and so did genres. While they were never dead, despite what some people would have you believe, turn-based RPGs became less accepted and prevalent in the West, and that included JRPGs. Emerging generations and demographics wouldn't have any of that turn-based nonsense. But recently, things have changed. It doesn't escape me how a French-made JRPG has seemingly awoke a whole new audience to a genre absolutely loaded with bona fide classics. There is a certain sense of comedy to the idea that a foreign company is now bringing back the traditional ways mostly associated specifically with a certain country. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 takes the fundamentals of a classic JRPG and matches them with a touch of real-time, which isn't unique, but certainly a well-handled inclusion. While far from the first JRPG to do it, the fact that Expedition 33 weaves in parries, dodges, and jumps provides enough of a platform for the typical non-turn-based denier to express interest in a genre they normally wouldn't. Much like Baldur's Gate 3, Expedition 33's primary hook for non-turn-based fans is the world. The cast of characters flows sweetly within a world drenched in light fantasy and European sauce, served up in a melancholic dish. The narrative that binds everything together is drenched in the melodrama that JRPGs are known for, welcoming in a whole new host of newcomers to a genre they didn't even know they could possibly like. Although they may be different, Baldur's Gate 3 and Expedition 33 have unexpectedly become gateway games. Neither has sacrificed the depth or the DNA of their respective genres, yet both have achieved the ability to peel outside of their expected demographic. So, how did they achieve this? There's no set answer, but we can look at one or two identifiers that may explain some reason why. Strip away the PR guff, the marketing beats, the buzzwords, and both games have a single shared trait: quality. Additionally, both Baldur's Gate 3 and Expedition 33 have almost become beacons of the anti-AAA sentiment, where AAA RPGs tend to be action games sorted in open worlds and glued to experience bars filled with guff. Baldur's Gate 3 is a bona fide full-fat RPG experience with genuine hours of content. Expedition 33's origins as former Ubisoft staff and industry newcomers embedded into a small team, tied with its price point, has propped it up as a mirror reflecting Ubisoft's ugly face. plus it helps it's on Games Pass. Regardless of where you stand on either game, the success they have achieved critically, commercially, and culturally should be celebrated by anyone who enjoys video games. The gates are open, and people are trying genres they wouldn't normally try. It's something to be enjoyed, something to be celebrated, and it's something that you should share with others. Tell them about that weird JRPG you vaguely remember as a kid. Tell them about that CRPG that kind of makes no sense but you love either way. These moments don't come around often. Celebrate, enjoy, and share. Who knows, you could be the person that introduces someone to their next favourite game.